Three, two, one.
What's up, y'all? We back. So, we had to come back in here. We got to edit in this video. And what we did Friday night, the whole first part of the show had our microphones malfunctioned on us. And we didn't know it until it was time to edit the video. So what we're going to do today is give you guys some insight on the conversation we was talking about Friday. And then we'll let it jump into the second half of the show. The second half came out perfect. We'll let it jump into the second half, so when we're wearing different stuff when we come back, don't be surprised. So to give y'all some insight on the conversation we started off with Friday night, we was talking about workplace accidents.
Yeah.
I was letting Beezy know, like, most of the week I had been taking little online quizzes and small courses and things like that, having to do with workplace safety, workplace hazards, chemical hazards, and things like that. So we started talking about that. And I think I got into asking you, had you had any issues at work pertaining to safety or anything like that? Something happened at work to you that you may have got hurt or seen somebody get hurt or something like that?
I had got hurt at when I was working up at Canoga. I had sprained my arm, fractured my arm, my right arm. I fractured my right arm because the dresser fell over it. On it, because I tried to catch it. Really, we was moving stuff out of a cabin, and everything was just hectic at the time. So we was trying to rush, I think. But old buddy, I don't know what was wrong. Cause I told him, let me know, if something feel uncomfortable, let me know. If you feel like you about to drop it, let me know. Stuff like that. But he didn't let me know nothing. That's when, and I seen it coming. I'm thinking that, it was him, but it wasn't. And that's when I realized that. And I had to stop the dresser, because if I don't and it ended up breaking, it's coming out my paycheck. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want that to happen. So I just went on ahead and stopped it with my shoulder, which I should have just let it came out my paycheck. Yeah, and that was my first time in the sling though. And I ain't gonna lie, it hurt. And I also found out my elbow was fractured for something else. I didn't even know about.
So what happened to your shoulder? You just pull it out of place? You fractured? Did you?
I think it was like some type of
muscle or something.
I think it was some type of. I think I strained it, but I think when I went there and he ended up giving me two things. He said I fractured my elbow, but it was already fractured. It wasn't from the accident. I'm like, how did I fracture my elbow? I didn't even know about it. But yeah, that's basically how I got. Yeah, that's how I got hurt. At a job. But that was my first time actually getting hurt.
How long was you in the sling?
Like a month, maybe.
Month?
Yeah, and I just took it off. I didn't go back to the doctor. I should have. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I should have. Cause I don't even know. Sometimes my arm be hurting. Sometimes it don't.
Yeah.
So.
I always do your follow-ups.
Yeah.
Then your therapy. Yeah. So, what had happened to me was, and this was a while back, I want to say this had to be about 12 years ago, maybe 12 years ago, about around 12 years ago. I was working at a cabinet shop, and with this cabinet shop we would do installations. We would go out, and I started out as an installer's helper. So what we would do is would go out to people's homes and kind of redo their closets, put shoe shelves, make other, put panels in and kind of separate certain things. And we would also do stuff commercial-wise. Mm-hmm. Like go in and put like upper and lower cabinets in certain places for people. Maybe have something to do with like building the tables, the chairs, or the booths, or things like that. Mm-hmm. So we do residential and commercial installations. So I started off working for this company through Labor Finders. And it's kind of like a temporary service, but it was more of daily labor. So you would go in there one day and work somewhere, but the next day you may not work in the same place. You may be somewhere totally different. You got paid every day, something, kind of like that. So it was just a day-by-day thing. But when I got to working for this company, and I can't say the company's name, when I got to working for the company, they like how I was moving, like how I work and everything like that. So they repeated the ticket, and every day I came back to eventually they hired me on. So over the course of time, I was an installer's helper. But by the time of my injury, I had been there for at least 5 years. So I had then moved up just to install it myself. See what I'm saying? So one day, me and a guy was helping each other, and this is the same guy when I first came in. He trained me up, and I was with him. So me and him was together this day on the job because it was a big job because we was installing like these little grates that go into the garage on the floor and everything on the garage floor. They like these grates that stand up probably about ½ inch tall up off the ground, and it's kind of more or less people get it in there so you won't see oil, like if oil's leaking out your car and stuff like that, it's gonna drop down, and then it won't. And that's the main part. But then it make your garage floor look kind of nice too, because it look kind of like like a checkerboard finish in whatever color you get. Like you got gray, it may be dark gray going this way, light gray, dark gray, light gray. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever color you got, it would look like that.
Right.
But that was the main reason why people kind of got it, in case something drip down and they won't see stains on their garage floors and stuff like that. So this day, before we even got into the house to do the closet, we started in the garage first. It was cold. I mean, it was so damn cold that day. I don't know how cold. I forgot exactly how cold it was. But one of the #1 rules of cutting on the table saw is when you're using the table saw, do not wear gloves. I don't care how cold you are. Don't wear no damn gloves on your hand. So I wore some gloves because I ain't give a fuck. So threw the gloves on. Damn, man, I've done this a million times. Threw the gloves on, go to the back of the truck. We had the back of the truck, it was like a box truck, but once you go up in there, that whole little area is set up like a damn little wood shop. See what I'm saying? So when I went up there to cut, I had to fit like a smaller piece into the corner to finish up. We was just finishing up. I had like 3 more little pieces to cut.
Yeah.
I had to cut a little piece to finish up the corner.
Yeah.
And when I cut that, when I put that motherfucker right there on the table saw, slid it, and that's all it was. I heard it hit that stop, but it was like a surreal moment, man. It was like when it happened, it didn't happen. You see what I'm saying? Like I know this just didn't happen.
It didn't feel real.
It didn't feel real. Just a surreal moment, man. And I know this just didn't happen, but it happened, and I knew it happened.
Right.
So I can feel that damn blood running down my arm. I knew I hadn't fucked up. I didn't want to look at it though, but I know what I hadn't done because I can feel my hand and everything. So now I'm thinking. Now I got to go present this to the person I'm working with. How I'm gonna show this dude this. I just want to. Not really thinking about too much about that. Cause a lot of people are like, what the fuck, you need to just go. But no, I'm just like, I got to show a motherfucker some goddamn roast beef real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's ground beef, and that's bad, man. So I was working with this guy. He was German. He was just a little bit older than me by a couple years, not too much. So when I went over there, I was like, man, we gotta go. He's like, what? I said, we gotta go now. He's like, why, what's going on? What's up? And I did just like this. I said, I cut my hand on the table saw, and I did like that. I didn't look, I did like that, but when he looked down and looked up, it's like he hadn't seen a ghost. It looked just like he hadn't seen a ghost, man. So once he got it together in a sense, he was like, you need to rinse it off. I said, yeah, I need to get to a water hose or something like that. And I was headed to the water hose. He was kind of just real quick got everything together and put it to the side so he don't leave everything over these people's property, and just set it up nice enough so that way by the time he could get me down here, he could come back later on to take care of this. So by the time I get through rinsing my hand off and all of that, I get the glove off. And get to rinsing my hand off while he's doing that. So by the time I get through doing that, he's ready to go. Trucks, he got the bed. I mean the door down in the back. Truck's ready to go. We get in the truck. Now, mind you, we're in Greenville.
Mhm.
We got to make it back to Spartanburg. Clock ticking. It's about 1:30. By the time we get from Greenville to Spartanburg, the first place we get to medical wise, it's like an urgent care off of I think like Reeville Road or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's urgent care. So we go there. We get there. It's about 2:15, maybe 2:15, 2:20, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So we get there. By the time we get there, the owner of the company meet us there. So we sitting there in the waiting room. Now, by the time they call me to go back, it's about 3 o'clock. They called me to go back. We're just sitting there in that waiting room, man. We're just sitting there in that waiting room. And it seemed like we sat there forever. But we're sitting there, and then the nurses come back to dress it up. One come back, and he's some bad nurses too. That's all they was working up there that day. It was crazy. So they come back to dress it up. One of them, she get to talking all this screaming shit. You a nurse. So now I'm really feeling. Then she leave, come back. Then another one come in there with her. She do the same thing, squeamish. Oh man, that just made me feel a whole lot worse. So we still waiting for the doctor. He was doing, take care of other people. So by the time he get in there, this bitch squeamish too. He squeamish too. The doctor. Oh, it's gonna need skin graft. It's gonna need this. It's gonna need that. I can't do none of that here. You gonna have to get him to the emergency room. Now it's a little after 4. So me and the owner leave, go to the ER. Now you gotta sit in the ER. I gotta sit in the ER. So by the time I make it to the back, it's now going on about 7:30, between about 7:30 and 8 o'clock when we make it to the back. Mind you, I ain't had nobody's pain medicine or no nothing. I'm just moving now, place to place to place. 8, somewhere around there, come around. Then they come in. The nurse, after that, I made it to the back. They didn't check me out, looked at everything, did their little whole squeamy shit. Came back in trying to give me a shot with a needle, some pain meds. It ain't happening. Cause I don't fuck with. But now I'm kind of okay with needles. Within the last year and a half, 2 years, I got okay with needles, but then I wouldn't fuck a needle. That's how it was with me. I'm good. Don't touch me with that needle. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with that needle. Didn't get the needle. She gave me some type of other little pain pills or something like that. And I gotta be careful certain pain pills stuff because I'm allergic to certain things.
Yeah.
So she gave me some lame little pain pills. And after that, that doctor came in. He couldn't do nothing with it.
That's crazy.
I had to see the hand surgeon, but I couldn't see the hand surgeon until the next morning because they was closed. Only thing they can do at the ER was stitch my hand up certain ways so it just ain't open. So that happened. Went home next morning, went to the hand surgeon, had surgery that morning on my hand.
Yep.
And that was it. But one thing I can say, because I still went back to work for that place, but I was out for a while. But one thing I can say is that the person that I was working for, the owner of that company, awesome dude, man. I did the workers' comp. He encouraged me to make sure I did my workers' comp and all that, but still paid me my weekly salary every week until I got back to work and everything. You see what I'm saying? Until I was able to come back to work, he paid me every week my weekly salary, didn't miss a beat, and I was getting workers' comp. He knew this everything, you know what I'm saying? He made sure I got my workers' comp. But the reason why he said that, because he's like, Santo, workers' comp is not going to cover, it ain't gonna be enough for you. You ain't gonna be able to survive off of that. You see what I'm saying? So he still paid me. So, and I don't know if that's illegal or not. Now that I'm talking about it, I don't know if it's illegal or not, but if it is, this story is
12 years old.
it's 12 years old. It's got to be like a motherfucking statute of limitations on it. So, but yeah, he did, man. He paid that whole shit just because he knew when I get workers' comp, it wasn't gonna be enough.
Right.
And still had a job for me ready to go when I was ready to come back to work.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So that's an awesome dude. So hats off to that dude.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. If it's, at the end of the day, it's a gift.
Yeah, but some people like on the business side, on the workers' comp side type thing like that, I don't know how something like that would go.
I feel like as long as you got your workers' comp, you straight.
Cause I did everything legit through workers' comp, but he was
fair.
still like, nah, I'm still gonna pay you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I
So,
feel like
so
long as,
I would defraud nobody, nothing like that. It was, yeah.
That's what I said. I feel like at that point it's just a gift. It's like a raise almost. At that point, in that case, you can put it as a raise.
I don't know, but hats off to that, man. So I tell you what, let's go into some work accident videos. See what that's looking like, and I don't think it's gonna be looking good at all. Whew. We're gonna get to it. Damn. That machine
Oh,
will
this
fuck
AI.
you up.
It's like AI. It is AI.
Yeah, it's fake, but
Not
it's
AI,
showing
but-
you what that machine will do.
Okay.
Woo! Cause motherfucker, it probably done happened to some people before.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
You go on Twitter. You go on Twitter, boy. This type of stuff you will see.
Oh!
Yeah, you go on Twitter. This is the type of stuff you will see though.
Y'all be safe out there.
Oh yeah. And watch what you're doing.
Damn, pay attention to what you do.
Yeah.
Oh!
When the worker installed the bracket, the front end did not cuff the sidecar.
At this time, the installation worker removed the fixed pressing block of the support and prepared to unload. When the installer got up, the bracket suddenly slipped. The head was directly squeezed, and he died on the spot.
Dang.
And they keep showing. Damn. Be safe, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck. He worse than real videos, ain't he? He worse than real videos. God damn. Come on, man. You already know you shouldn't be doing this shit.
Especially by yourself.
Oh!
You gotta be bleeding. You definitely bleeding inside your head, boy.
Shit.
Here we go, the new kid on the hammer. Let's go, Josh.
New kid on the hammer.
It's got a good swing. Fast. Oh. Grip strength is waning. Look at that. And there's this guy standing around all the time. But there's one more to go. Good job, good job. Okay, here goes Nick. The big dick. He's got the length. There's some power. Attaboy. Well done.
I don't get
Epic
it.
fail at work. Ouch.
Oh!
Home Depot.
It looked like something like it. If it ain't, damn. Yep, Home Depot.
Like,
Hashtag Home Depot.
Manager gonna be mad at him.
Woo! You going to jail, homie.
He started crashing
You
out.
going to jail. It ain't worth it.
Oh yeah, he ain't worth it. He definitely going to jail. You gotta think about how much you gotta pay in property damage.
Pick back up where we was at. When this video go off, I just kind of cut everything, put it.
Yeah, I was confused. Yeah, that's coming out of his paycheck. And he going to jail. Well, not his paycheck, but he gonna be paying. I done had that happen with me the opposite way
Man, you
though.
gotta get out of here, get the dirt out of the ground.
That happened to me the opposite way with some cement.
You put so much in there.
I ain't get it.
Okay, Terry, I want to see you walk fast. What's your fast movement? What's the Terry fast movement? Okay. That's, are you stretching?
It
Oh,
is fucked up
stretching.
at work.
And up, and go. And ready, set, go. Oh my God, that's the
I'm
weirdest
crying.
thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Oh my God. Oh my
I told you. I told you.
I got a Charlie
That was a
horse.
long stride. Shit. Yeah, from there to there, I was looking shit. 8 miles. Oh!
Dang.
这眼镜也忒污，还不如不戴呢。
Second time you did it today, nigga?
I never knew that though.
Oh! Shit. What?
Workers stay
Ass shoot up like that
construction
out of,
elevators to work on
like air gun.
construction sites.
Yeah, because I guess, you know, they're released something.
I read it multiple times without wearing glasses. That's why I'm like, what? I ain't never seen that before. This look like something bad.
An accident occurred while a worker was waiting for another worker in the elevator.
还没来呢，开个电梯磨磨蹭蹭。
Smoking this cigarette.
I think it's the reason why them gates shut.
Nah, that shit gonna probably roll off. Oh,
Or I guess nothing happened. I'm crying. I'm crying. Don't tell me what.
oh! And you laugh.
Everybody, it's Lady
I'm
Fancy,
going home
and I swear
early.
to God,
I might end up fighting.
I have seen it all. Oof, yo, I am so disgusted. Ooh, I had to catch my breath. I am so disgusted. Like, I'm actually, sitting outside the courthouse where I work. And, because I'm captain of the courts, I have to oversee everybody else's, paychecks and hear their cases in case they get in trouble.
Captain of the courts.
With the bailiffs and lawyers and cops and other judges. I'm a higher ranking person, what they are. That's why they call me captain of the courts. And to make sure they get their paycheck, hearing their court cases in case if they get in trouble, which they rarely do. So, it's 2:09 p.m. right now, and I have lunch till about 2:30. So I was sitting here eating my bananas and cookies and everything. I also had a sandwich in here, tuna fish sandwich and all.
That's a
But I
crazy
digress.
combination.
Put a G on the end of it. Said
I was
sandwich.
sitting here eating my sandwiches, drinking my vanilla Coca-Cola,
Sandwich.
and minding my own business. Minding my own business. So I'm drinking
That's a
my
wild
Coke like
combination,
this,
though.
like.
Cookies, a banana, and
And
tuna
what do
sandwich.
I see as soon as I turn my head to the window like this? A damn man was standing by the vehicle, mooning me. Mooning me! Like, can anybody say dark side of the moon? Really? Like, I don't know where people's minds are at today, man. Like, and this is literally happening, this literally happens right outside of the courthouse where I worked as captain of the courts, and still do. So, I called the bailiff. He comes, and basically, he takes the guy away. And I even heard the bailiff say, "That's our captain. Why did you do that? Because now you're in serious trouble." But anyway, man, it looks like I'm going to be going back in this courthouse to hear his case, so I can put him away for indecent exposure. Who really moons somebody like that? Like, mind blown. But anyway, I'll see you in my next video.
Mind blown.
And watch out for the crazy people, man, because I swear, I seen it all, man. I have seen it all. I swear I ain't never seen nothing like that in all my life.
What did you just say? You seen it all? What the fuck? Yeah, it was up and down. Hey! Fucked up.
Hey, well. This shit gonna be heavy.
And that bitch ain't gonna be able to fold when you walk. You gonna be straight shoes on.
You be walking funny.
Just found out a friend of mine lost 3 fingers in a work accident. They rushed him to the hospital. They're trying to reattach the fingers. I guess he asked the doctor if he could drive with that hand. The doctor said maybe, but I wouldn't count on it.
Alright, y'all.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was a funny one. Alright, everybody, that's it. That was good. So, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man. Chiming in with us. Like, sharing, subscribing. We're gonna go into the second half of the show. Like I say, we're gonna be dressed a little different. So hey, it is what it is. Appreciate y'all rocking out with us. Enjoy the rest of the show.
So, well, the same place where I had the incident at, where I was doing I did an internship. But in the process, I was doing camping too. Well, I was being a counselor, and I was working there for about like 6 years. But you know, being in the woods for a long period of time, you're gonna come across a lot of animals. You're gonna come across a lot of just wild things that you probably never seen before.
Yeah.
You'll just, especially if you ain't never been in that environment. You know, I've been across like some nights, like I had to hike to my main house that I had to live in after work. So half the time I didn't have a ride to get home, but at the same time I was still staying on campus, but it was just so far apart. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I came across like a pack of wild coyotes one time, and I just had to stay calm and, you know, do my thing, because they kept doing their thing. I just basically it's all like you just,
Oh, what you mean do your thing? What's do your thing?
cause like so like everything is based off of mood.
Okay.
So it's like you panic. It's just like with a dog. A dog can sense. Like
Man, I done
especially
ran into dogs on the street. I ain't never ran to no pack. of
no, I'm
coyotes.
saying, but still, you can still you still tell when a dog is like.
You can sense the energy.
Yeah, you sense the energy in there, like, okay, you know this dog ain't playing.
Yeah.
But with them, you know for a fact, and it was a good distance, so but you know for a fact, like, if they decided to come this way, I'm, you know, everything is everything.
Okay.
Like,
and just
but-
to just clarify to everybody, you was a counselor where and where were you at? So, because people gonna want to know where was he? Where the hell was he at to be running to
So-
shit like that? Because people don't know what you used to do and stuff. So
Yeah.
go ahead and
So
just
basically,
quick, briefly.
one of the episodes we was on, we had hiked on is Canoga. That's what the place I used to basically work at. I was working there for about like 6 years, and yeah, I was counselor, and I switched over to internship. I did that for about like maybe 3 to 4 years, maybe, and I was just switching, just learning different jobs, just building up my resume mostly, but that's about it. But
Okay,
and just wanted to learn something new. That's all I just like doing. I just like learning stuff new.
And through that comes the coyote
Yeah,
experience.
I had to walk home, but it's like you in
Okay.
the woods, so it's like
Okay, so we jump back to the coyote
Yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah.
I just want to make
You
it
in the
brief, and I
woods.
ain't want to cut you off. But
No, you
it'll be
good.
brief, and we jump back to the coyote story.
yeah,
Okay.
and it was just I'm walking all the time, so I done came across literally a baby bear, like a baby black bear. Like it's multiple things I done came across, but one thing I had to come across was we get some wood, and we had to basically get some wood to build a fire. But in the process, you got to make sure you be careful because in this around this time, or like during the winter time, snakes like to be under wood and stuff like that, especially copperheads.
Okay.
Copperheads, for some reason, they love being under wood and stuff like that. I mean, black rat snakes too. And it was crazy.
The wood that's
Yeah.
laying down like trees. And
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
that.
like wood and stuff like that. For some reason, it's just wood for some reason. But it was real, I guess, because of blending in and stuff like that. It's real blending in. But also, in the process, I found a snake. It was a copperhead. As soon as I picked up one of the logs, I ended up seeing it and I noticed it, and I was like, you know what, everything's straight. But somebody behind me, the first thing they started doing was screaming. So I'm looking at them like like you know, what's going on? Like, you know, like trying to calm them down, like you know, stay calm, like you gonna get me bit. You feel me? 'Cause I'm closer to it. So, but also it's a little video. It's not too much video, but it's a little snippet of something. But yeah, I had to actually grab it, and basically I just let it go somewhere else mostly. But it was a copperhead, and a lot of people was wondering like, why you so calm with a copperhead? And I'm like, you just gotta stay calm in certain situations. Because if you panic and stuff like that, regardless of what it, it does. If you panic through anything, it's not even really energy. It's just if you panic. If you literally panic through anything, that's even with swimming. If you panic, you're gonna drown. So it's like you gotta be careful what you're doing. So it's like you gotta really stay calm and stay focused mentally and physically. So yeah, that's one of my stories that I came across of exotic animals. So yeah, do you have any anything you came across as far as like exotic animals stuff like that?
Nah, throughout my time, I done caught snakes. I done caught a lot of snakes. I can give you, man, probably 10 snake stories. For me catching snakes for your aunt down Power Goat grandmama's house, at my own house, at I got another cousin, I caught one at his house. I was even at the place where I work at, which is but you know where it is, this large place in Greer. I can't say the name, but I caught a snake there one time. Somebody called me on the phone when I was in the back at the cage area and said, Santo, it's a snake out here in the front. I run out there in the front, and it was a damn king snake headed in the front doors right there. It was trying to get in the front doors, come across the walk right there. So I ran out there and snatched that motherfucker up, and I had him, and he wrapped around my arm. All the way around my arm, and I'm walking. And the funny thing about it, before I get down there, I'm coming down there to get the motherfucking thing. It's coming across the sidewalk. Everybody's scared of it, but you got motherfuckers down there taking pictures of it.
Was it a black rat snake?
Yeah, it's a black snake. It's a king snake.
Okay.
Yeah, they taking pictures of it like a celebrity. They taking pictures of it. But I came down there and ended up snatching his ass up. And motherfucker wrapped all the way around my arm. I'm coming down through that motherfucker, coming down through the gate. And security right there looking, ooh, oh shit, ooh. And, you know, doing all that. So I went past security, walked on down a little bit, and you know, it's a fence and in the highway. I unraveled it around my arm, just threw it over the fence, not onto the highway, but in the grass and shrubbery.
Yeah. I feel you. That's like that was the same thing.
So, and that same place, I also caught a little bitty mouse. I've been called. I was on call, and I'm not no exterminator, so I don't want nobody to think I'm no motherfucking no exterminators, no people that catch shit like this. They just call the people that's got to do with my job. They call us for a lot of stuff, but even when the shit don't pertain to us. I happened to go down there one time. Someone called, said there was a mouse in the bathroom. These motherfuckers that was in there and threw trash cans and all types of shit like that at the mouse.
Making a big mess.
Yeah, and hurt it too because I seen a little bit of blood somewhere. But I went in there, man, and closed the restroom off and got it, put it in a box, little mouse, and went somewhere. Yeah. Where it's a motherfucking there's another place where it's a lot of shrubbery and a wooded area, and I let it go over there. Oh, yeah. Anyway, crazy. But to get back to yours, what you asked me, a crazy. Not even crazy. You didn't have crazy. You said exotic animal, something like that.
Yeah.
But I got a crazy incident. I ain't never had no exotic animal. Nothing I took care of. Nothing even caught them. Nothing. Other than damn snakes. They ain't exotic. They just fucking.
Yeah, it's mostly
around here.
Exactly.
All right. But this was around here too. But I ain't never had no account of what I'm gonna tell y'all about. So this happened about and I didn't have it as a pet, but I didn't encounter this motherfucker. And this is the story. This is about I want to say about 7 years ago. I had broke my forearm on the job, and that's another workplace story, but we ain't even finna get into it because we'll be here all night. Another workplace story. But anyway, my forearm on this side is broken. And I didn't even have a cast on that motherfucker. I had some gauze and some type of plastic plate. And it's another reason for that, and that'll be part of that story when I tell it. Why they didn't put a cast on it and all that shit. Okay. So I'm sitting here with a motherfucking broke forearm. Literally broke. It snapped about right there. I'm probably about a month into this broke forearm. So I'm just in there with this fucking thing wrapped around. I had a little thing wrapped around here, so it's just always like that. You know what I'm saying? My arm's getting small because I ain't using nothing but this arm, so this motherfucker right here was getting little every damn week. Anyway, so I'm sitting, me and Tasha sitting in the living room. Okay. At the point in time, Tasha had a dog, Quavo. Quavo was a weenie dog. What's the weenie dogs? What's the name for the weenie dog? Dachshund. He was a Dachshund, and he was kind of like a copper colored Dachshund. He was light. This is brown. He was copper. He was lighter than that. He was a copper colored Dachshund. He's very short. He's probably about that short. He had a little weight on him. He had a little belly on him, a little Quavo. But anyway, Quavo got to barking. I mean, he was barking crazy one day, and one in like the middle room. He was just barking and shit. I'm like, what the hell is all back here barking at? So I ain't paid. I just kind of left it alone. Tasha went up to go look, and when she went in the room, she called me. When I went in the room, I'm like, what the fuck going on? I don't see nothing. I don't know if they barking. What you calling for? Nothing going on, nothing. And she just looking like this. And I look at her, and I turn around and look like this. There's a ball of fur in the corner. of the ceiling, right there where the ceiling meet the wall at, is a ball of fur. Probably could fit in this cup right here. There's a ball of fur just right there in that corner.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? And we just looking at shit, and we just keep looking, and all of a sudden I see them wings. I see it because he's like balled up, and these motherfuckers like balled up like, and I could tell it was a bat. A motherfucking bat, because here I never dealt with a bat, but here in Spartanburg you go outside.
Oh no, yeah. You go
at
out
dusk, right at dusk before it turned dark. It's light, and before it turned dark, you'll see them bats.
Now they'll swoop by you.
Yeah, they flying and shit. They flying. You can tell bats and birds because bats are very swift and they drop down and they cut and they do all this shit.
All they do is
birds don't fly like that.
Yeah, they eating them bugs and stuff.
Yeah, they catching bugs and all that shit.
Lighting the flies.
But if you got a chimney or something like that, they get in your shit.
Yeah.
So what had happened was on our roof, when we got the air vent or whatever, the net had broke and they got into the air vent and got into the attic, and the motherfucker crawled out the attic. It bit through the ceiling because it was a point in our house where the ceiling is mainly it was like not drywall.
Like styrofoam kind of?
Almost some shit like that. And that motherfucker ate through it. It had a hole through it. And came through that bitch and it crawled over there up in a whole another room in the corner.
That's crazy. It ate a hole.
Mind you, I got a woman who ain't finna touch this shit. This goddamn dog down here going crazy. I got a broke arm.
Yeah. Something just fell like that. Something just fell like that.
What?
It felt like something just fell outside. I heard you didn't hear that vibration, did you? It sounded like a
So mind you, I got a broke arm at the time. Dog going crazy, she going crazy. I see the ball of fur. I finally know what it is. I got a broke arm, what I'm gonna do. And matter of fact, the arm that's fucking snapped, that's my good arm. So this arm, this is not my good arm.
Your left arm.
So now, whatever I do, I better not fuck up. Cause I got one chance. Cause the bat probably gonna get on my ass if I fuck up.
Right.
So I didn't want to touch that motherfucker without nothing. So I found like it was like one of those fucking work gloves. I forgot what kind it was. It was a rough ass, like a cowhide type work glove.
Like birds be landing type glove or not?
Not necessarily that, not nothing that long, but it was just cut off right here at the wrist.
Like leather kind of?
But it was like cowhide type.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you what I'm talking about. Anyway, I put them type gloves on here. But I went and grabbed one of them motherfuckers and put it on my left hand. Grabbed the chair. And I had to put a chair right there, nice and slow. I had to move that motherfucker. I had to get the dog up out of there because he's cutting up. I didn't want him to tense the whole situation up. So I had to put a chair right there, and it was a one-shot motherfucking move with my bat on. I put that motherfucking glove on. I got on that chair. I told Tasha to go open that motherfucking door because if I grab this motherfucker when I get him, it's all motherfucking. It's over. I'm gone. Right. I'm the Flash. All Flash. If I grab this motherfucker, it's all Flash. So have the door open.
Yeah, they quick. So.
I'm faster than the Flash. I'm gone, goddamn, with this bat in my hand. I ain't faster than the Flash, but with this bat in my hand, I'm faster than the Flash.
Yeah, I say you want to get bit by
I'm the reverse Flash right now.
Yeah, you do not get bit.
So I'm on the fucking chair. I'm fucking heart racing like a motherfucker. I'm goddamn motherfucker. I gotta do this shit though. Okay. So what I do, I just fuck it. Went to the corner and grabbed that motherfucker. Zee! You can hear that motherfucker hollering now.
Probably
he ain't trying to bite me yet.
Yeah.
So I kind of loosened him up because I thought the same thing. Man, I'm squeezing the shit out of this motherfucker. It's tense. You know what I'm saying? It's over for you, nigga. I got you. So I might have been squeezing it too hard. So I kind of let him go a little bit. I still hear him holler. Man, I come out that chair so motherfucking fast so I got that little motherfucker. Ran through the kitchen. Got the bat in my hand. Slip. Been cooking that night. I was cooking. I forgot what I was cooking, but I know I was cooking something. I was cooking something. And I had something with some sauce or something. I had dropped sauce or something on the floor.
Right.
Came through that bitch, and that heel hit that bitch while I had that motherfucking back. Slip. I didn't motherfucking fall though. I ain't hit my motherfucking back pockets. I grabbed the stove and kind of caught my shit. Door's already open.
Yeah.
I'm moving. She got the dog blocked in the motherfucking living room right there with the gate.
Right.
I come out the back door and slang that motherfucker like a ninja star. Shots out to the back. I slung that nigga like a ninja star across the goddamn yard to the neighbor's yard.
That's wild.
Shut the door.
Yeah, that's wild.
It was over.
What's crazy? I got a bad story.
It was
small
over.
one. Just a small one, but I had when I moved in with my aunt and them. Like a couple weeks later, just out of nowhere, I just happened to go to the bathroom. I'm thinking that a bird got in, but something just swooped down in front of me. It's quick.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bird. I look up. It is a bat. I'm like, yo. I was like, yo. Yo, it's a bat in the house. It's a bat in the house. They came rushing in the back where I'm at. And it was like, oh, snap. It was just like, my aunt, she was just like, she was just like, oh, what I'm supposed to do?
Shit.
Yeah, so I was just like, I knew what I was supposed to do. So I just grabbed some sheets. And I just like, I was trying to kind of, I wouldn't say aggravated, but somewhat, so I can get it towards me. But sooner or later, I had ended up gotten into where I got it in some sheets and got it all bundled up in some sheets, and I just let it outside. But yeah, that was like. But at the same time, you got to be careful with bats because you.
Yeah, the motherfucker bite you, rabies.
Yeah,
all
I think a
shit,
child
man.
recently died from getting bit by a bat. So I'm like, you don't.
And then they may get you. You might don't know it because they're so fast and they swoop down, and they may scrape you.
Yeah, almost like a spider.
You don't realize
almost
that
like
happened.
Yeah.
They got you.
Yeah, almost like a spider.
Yeah.
Almost like a spider.
Watch out for them bats. So I guess we're gonna go into what you want to go into exotic animals.
Yeah, we can. People handling exotic animals.
People handling exotic animals. We're gonna go into that. Stay tuned.
All right, Lila, it's your first time holding a snake. Are you ready?
I think so. He's not gonna bite me? What if he gets loose? He moves. What do I do?
Yeah, snakes tend to do that, Lila. Seen Snowy? Oh, wait a minute.
Mm.
Holy moly.
He's on my head and he's just a nice little noodle.
Yeah, wow. I mean, compared to your first time, you've definitely changed. Like and follow for more content.
Better than me. Oh!
I'm crying.
Damn.
Oh, the anesthesia.
About the surgery, yeah.
Are you okay? Luna, what's going on?
There's nothing up there. Tito.
Are you alright, bro? What's wrong with this?
Hey!
Shaking, boy.
This man absolutely loved playing pranks on baby hippos. He would often hide and suddenly startle the little hippos, making them jump back in surprise. Once, he scared a big hippo so much that it leapt into the water in panic. Every day, he would spend time fooling around with the hippos and feeding them their favorite treats. Despite all his mischievous antics, the hippos
It must be
never attacked
aggressive.
their beloved human friend and seemed to treat him like one of their own family members.
He's so mad. And now he's free and won't leave. Poor little guy.
Say won't leave.
Just like
Crazy motherfucker.
what do you want me to do?
He can come back.
Ayam mau dia sambil kita.
Hey, you ain't goddamn shit.
Ow, you little fuck!
Biting.
Shit.
Little chipmunk. Damn.
Damn.
Hilarious. Oh.
What the fuck?
It landed right up.
Bitch, move. You kind of cute. Move.
You kind of cute. Motherfucking squirrel ain't nothing to play with, is it? Can't worse than the monkeys, though.
Oh, nah, monkeys worse. Especially the ones I seen.
Hey! Hey, do some work. Yeah, hey.
Hold the fucking light straight.
Are we taking a baby?
I'm crying. It was actually lit.
What?
Holding her phone.
What the fuck? Oh, this fucked up. Maggie, I don't know. You do your part. Shit.
Excuse me, I have an appointment for today.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Hey, dude.
Thank you for help.
You still doing all the work. Hey, you can tap them back.
He can't even bait a hook. He can't even skin a bug. He don't know who Jack Dan.
Sit. Sit down, big fella.
Big fella.
I'll wait. I'll wait on you. Dude better not start crying.
You talking to me?
Put your butt on the floor.
You can tell you old man
All right,
too. You got the gray hair around his mouth.
Why I gotta sit down?
Now that I got a crystal clear understanding, I brought y'all all together to tell y'all that I love y'all.
Oh, shit.
I'm straight on the
Hey,
camera.
you see them big ass kangaroos got the muscles and stuff?
Yeah, with them claws. You seen them claws on them too?
Yeah. Hey, motherfucker, they got
You seen the one with the dog when he was having that dog and the dude came up and punched the kangaroo in the face? I was like, yo, this man socked the kangaroo in the face. Almost died. Ooh, wee.
What the fuck?
Them bees mother got Oh, sweet.
Hello. Ow!
Get your ass.
Oh no.
Oh, you little motherfucker.
I'm crying.
Hey!
Dang. Well, them back feet be going at it.
It's cute.
She got it.
Baby.
It's crazy. She ain't scared.
Baby.
Motherfucking head off. Hey, you got a motherfucking finger. Hey, y'all, I guess that's it for us in these animal videos.
Did the dino bite you?
We appreciate it.
Let me see. Let me see.
Did the dino bite you?
It's gotta hurt for some reason. Do not let it bite you again, Vincent. Oh,
That dino bit you?
Look, we see him. It looks like he got a black eye.
Man, she black as eye.
You want to hold
Got
it
him back.
again? Don't let the dino bite you.
Hey, she said that bite ain't gonna feel her.
Black as eye.
Yeah, she said that bite didn't scare her. She a trooper.
That's it, y'all. We catch y'all on next. We finna cut out on this. Alright, y'all. That's it for the animal videos. We're about to wrap it up this week. Tomorrow we'll be hiking at Yellow Branch Falls. Stick with us. We'll be bringing y'all more content, more good things. Oh, almost forgot. Next week, we're going to be having new additions to the set. Major additions, major changes to the set. So y'all be sure to keep tuning in with us because we're growing, we're progressing over time. We started from the ground up. Self-taught, no one with us. We've been doing our thing. We're evolving, we're getting better. Next week, new additions to the set, major additions to the set.
Yep.
And we also gonna kind of revamp small things on how we do things. We're gonna actually start implementing small interviews and things like that also, along with the big change we're gonna have. It's gonna be a great thing, so y'all keep tuning in. Y'all gonna love it. Just keep sticking with us. We love y'all. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Stick with us. Watch us. Tomorrow we got this hike coming out. Watch that. Hey, it's on. It's gonna stay on. Stick with us. Stay up, cause we out.